So a new gold bricks character is going to be on the way, guys. Do tell me how many gold bricks you have saved up. This is on my test account, so this is a bit of a cheat. But you can also tell me how many knives you have claimed. I have claimed quite a lot of knives myself. I think I'm in roughly the region of 10 or 15 so far. And you need 22 to get an S-class character maxed out with the knives. So not that many to go. Make sure you save 10 gold bricks for when this gets released. But here's on to the full rundown and information, guys. Hello survivors and welcome to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video, and in this video we're getting the announcement of the next gold brick S-class character, and it is going to be Tyler. However, there are going to be some extra announcements along with this, some of which some of you will be very much happy to hear. And I'll read through it. It says, introducing our next gold brick character. The community has been asking us who will be the next S-class character that comes strolling down our golden brick road. We think we've held on to the secret enough. Our next gold brick character will be S-class Tyler. And while we're at it, the community had also been requesting we get back to offering a choice box including the previous gold brick characters when we release S-class Tyler. We're happy to announce that your wish has also been granted. On release, you'll be able to claim a choice box for 10 gold bricks that will include the brand new S-class Tyler, along with previously released S-class Glenn, S-class Angel, S-class Christa, and S-class James for you to choose from. It does say that S-class Tyler is coming later in the month, so stay tuned for more specific information in future announcements. But this is just sort of like a pre-announcement to say keep doing the gold bar roadmap and keep claiming those gold bars every single day, because there is a character coming up that is going to need them. Whether it be Tyler who you choose or someone else, that is completely up to you. So we did see what he looked like in that intro picture, but this is just obviously the main art of him, and his art does look pretty good. You can see there's an attached weapon there, and we'll go over his basic stats. Is the fact that he is going to be a fast character, so the first fast character to come into the gold brick crate. He also has a support role. He is an S-class. His health is 3,924, defense is 3,988, and attack is 4,435. I will say that this is very early information given to us, so some of this could change by the time it is released. And like it said above, it will be later in the month to get full confirmation on these stats. We do have a basic breakdown on his rush, active, and specialist skill as well. And as you can see, he has a rush called The House Always Wins, is 76 AP. It deals 650% damage to a line of enemies, so not as strong as someone like Arav. He does have around about the same attack stat though. Up to 2 teammates get 50% attack for 2 turns. This character gets 40 crit for 3 turns, so not really that great a rush. We will test this out once we do the full first look review of the character himself, but off the bat it doesn't look too powerful. He will be able to be used in teams with like Lily lead, for instance. There aren't too many melee attack teams where fast characters are really required, except potentially against peak defense teams with tough characters on those teams. Now if we look at his active skill, it is recover and bonus HP. It has got an initial cooldown of 2, cooldown of 1. This character recovers from all penalties and gains 50% bonus HP. Now, I wouldn't say this is too spectacular, but it will make it so that infection is not a problem against this guy, unless of course he gets dazed or controlled and he can't do the active. He should always be able to cleanse infection, which is actually not too bad. The issue you've got is he hasn't got sustained damage. He hasn't got like anything that's going to definitely be able to take out the trader, for instance. He isn't a tough character, so that's going to be a problem for him. And because of the cooldown being so low and the initial cooldown being quite low, you can't really use him on a defense team, otherwise he'll just be using this whenever he'll be using this all the time. Because it's got bonus HP on there anyway, he'll use it even when he's not recovering from penalties, so it's kind of useless unfortunately for a defense team character. Although he will get extremely tanky and he will get loads and loads of HP, there could be potentials to kind of cheese it out there, we'll have to see, but mostly I see this character being potential attack team usage rather than anything else. Now he has got a specialist skill, and it is collateral damage 2. When this character performs a critical attack on an enemy, they will deal splash damage, 100% damaged attack to up to 3 adjacent enemies. The adjacent enemies do not gain AP from the damage. Now, I don't think collateral damage is that good in the S-Class era. It doesn't seem to be working properly, a lot of these splash damage hits. It doesn't seem to be basing off the attack damage that he's doing rather than the base attack stat, which makes it very, very, very low. The same thing happens with splash damage weapons, unfortunately. When you compare it to something like Rampage, Rampage compares it to the attack damage you're doing, which is what this is meant to do, but it just, like I said, I don't think it works properly unless it gets fixed or like addressed. Things like splash damage weapons, collateral damage are generally just going to massively be falling off in the S-Class era. And because we're not really having too many tough defense teams to deal with, this isn't going to be as useful either. Although it is quite a lot of fun on road maps, and it will be reasonably decent in SR just because you'll be able to blitz through stages with one basic attack. He'll work pretty much exactly like James, just obviously he's a fast character rather than strong. And lastly, he does have a weapon, a bit of a strange one, Tyler's Defensive Broken Bottle. It has 30% defense base, a medium bonus to AP when attacking, and then in the third slot it says when dealing basic attack critical hits, this character gets 75% attack for 2 turns. So he's getting a 75% attack on the third slot, but his first slot is defense. It's just kind of like, doesn't make any sense here. He's a support character. He's just kind of all over the place, this character. I'm not 100% sold on it. I really hope there's some errors here, honestly. I hope there's something wrong here because the character just doesn't seem well thought out. He doesn't seem to be helping any part of his kit with other parts of his kit. He's not the best character. Thankfully, there is a choice crate in this one, so you do have the selection if you didn't pick up Angel last time to pick up Angel or pick up Christa, so on and so forth. So you don't necessarily have to go for this character, but he is there to take if you so wish. So very interesting, of course, that they are bringing back the gold brick crate, so there will be a choice of your character that you want to take. I would say that is the most important thing that they do for the gold brick S-Class characters. There is a selection. However, the character they've added being Tyler isn't that great, unfortunately, at least right now. Like I said, there is potential that he could be changed. I don't know. He is not as useful a character as other characters in that crate, and he isn't really a character that the wider player base needs right now. He does look really cool. I love the fact that he's got like a nice little attached weapon. His visuals look great, but it's just a shame that overall as a character he just is a bit of a miss at the moment. But do tell me what you think about the gold brick S-Class character crate coming back. Mainly, obviously, that's a big deal. What do you think of Tyler? What character are you going to pick out of that crate? What's your thoughts so far? If you want to go and check out some of my videos on these characters before, I did review all 4 of the other characters that are going to be in this crate when it gets released. I do have guides up on my channel for also James, Christa, Angel, and Glenn, even though the Glenn one I guess is not so useful. I did have Noah in my Discord just have a little bit of fun saying he just can't wait to pick up his second Glenn, and well, I'm not really too sure about that one if I'm honest. I'm not too sure, but that is the end of my video. I want to thank you very much for tuning in, and as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.